Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Listen, I'm glad to have you guys here. Today is February 3rd, 2020, and welcome to the show. Uh, you know what? Let's get the chart started right here and take a look at what's going on. We're going to talk about a new drug, and we're going to talk about India. First, we're going to talk about India, and then we're going to talk about the stock market. India is pumping $40 billion worth of emergency physical injection into their economy because their economy is plunging. It's as simple as that. The Indian economy is rapidly decelerating, and they're heading toward a financial crisis. And they're going to try to slow it down by pumping $40 billion worth of a physical injection into the economy, into their budget for 2020 and 2021. I don't think this is going to have a profound effect upon stopping their economy from going into a crisis, because there's other factors in the world. There's a general slowdown in the world that's going to be bigger than the 40 billion worth of physical injection. And we found that now at this point, injecting money, raw money into the system only stimulates inflation. It doesn't stimulate the economies because the economy is well, it just doesn't work. Stimulus is like getting now to this point, like pushing on a string. For every dollar invested, they only get a fraction of a penny back. It used to be when they invested $1 in stimulus, the dollar had $1's worth of. Now it isn't having an effect it used to have, So that's what India's doing. Now, there's a new drug out there. It's called I can't pronounce it. It's REMDESIVIR. It's a brand new drug. It's codenamed GS5434, and they're going to be trying to use it. They're going to be doing clinical trials with this drug, I guess. And they did try clinical trials against the Ebola virus with it. It says that whatever the drug's called, was rapidly pushed through clinical trials due to the West African Ebola virus epidemic of 2013 through 2016. So this drug's been around a little while. It's some sort of and now they're using it against the novel coronavirus, and I guess China is going to be doing some sort of trials with it or whatever. This could, according to Zero Hedge, this could be one of the reasons why the stock market is going up today. I mean, I just think that they've totally lost touch with reality, myself. That's my opinion on it. That the stock market's going up today because they're not in touch with reality anymore. I think reality's going to sink home. When? I don't know, guys. Let's take a look at the silver price today. And, silver and gold are safe haven assets. Let's take a look at gold real quick. Silver and gold are safe haven assets. And when there is a financial storm brewing, they should run to silver and gold as safe haven assets. And the stock market generally should start to fall on bad news. That's the way things should work, Well, gold and silver are falling today. Gold is down $16.40, $15.72, and the price is dropping like a stone right now. Things don't add up, guys. Things don't add up right now. Let's take a look at silver today. Silver's even worse. Silver's plunging. It's down 38 cents on the day, $17.64. Dropping like a stone. These are safe haven assets. They're limited in supply. It's going to be a lot more limited in supply for silver very soon. For the very reason is because a lot of the silver comes from copper mines and zinc mines and lead mines and so on. A big chunk of the silver. The silver in these companies like Atmex and Kitco and all these companies, you buy silver. That's all newly mined silver. And 70% of that newly mined silver that's at Kitco or whatever company you buy from gold bull or whatever, 70% of that silver they're selling you has come from as a byproduct of, say, copper mining. Well, what happens if the world goes into a crisis? There is no construction anymore. No new wires being wired into houses or anything like that. What happens to the price of copper? Well, it plunges. The copper mine closes. Then there's no silver byproduct anymore. Okay? What happens the same time that happens to investor demand and bar and coin demand for silver? It will explode through the roof. Everybody wants to buy silver. Well, can we see a problem here? There's no silver coming in from the copper mines anymore, which is 70% of the silver to supply Kitco or Atmex or whatever, and demand goes up because everybody is wanting bar and coins. I can see a problem here coming. And what do we got today? Well, silver's down 42 cents. Well, whoever it is controlling or got their finger on the mouse right now, they are creating one hell of a buying opportunity. Let's take a look now at cryptocurrencies and see what they're doing today. What we're seeing here with cryptocurrencies is we're seeing the prices trying to hold. It was 261 billion for the industry last night, and now it's 259.8 with a 65.3% Bitcoin dominance. And we're looking at a price of Bitcoin at 93.31. Ethereum 189, 25 cents for XRP. Bitcoin Cash is 381.55. Bitcoin SV is $283, and Litecoin is 69.58. So the coins are holding up pretty good. They're holding up actually better than gold and silver right now at this moment. Everything can change right now. The environment that we're in right now is so unstable with the markets and stuff. But let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Complete disconnect with reality. Right now, the Dow Jones is up 282 points on the day. Complete disconnect with reality. And this is why I'm saying everything can turn on a dime right now, because of this disconnect with reality. I'm amazed by it. I'm astounded. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I think my jaw would drop open. I'm telling you the truth by what's happening with the market right now, going up flying in the face of this big giant elephant that's in the room that's called a virus. And the market's going up that much. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Let's take a look now at oil. Now, oil is kind of reflecting what's happening in the world. Oil, I guess, is the only sane market this morning. Oil prices dropping 44 cents for sweet light crude to 51.12. But you know why the oil price is dropping? Well, in good times, when everything's great and everything else, people take their car and they're driving around here and business activity is up and people are buying and consuming fuel oil and everything else, right? Big time. But when there's a big crisis like this and everything starts shutting down, people don't consume as much oil. They don't buy as much gasoline for their car or whatever, and prices tend to drop, and that's normal. So 51.12 for oil. If it continues to drop, we could see a price with 40, 49 or whatever. We could actually see that in a not too distant future for crude oil. Well, let's take a look at U.S. Treasuries today. And Treasury yields are rising today all the way across the board. We're looking at quite substantial. The U.S. 10-year is 4 basis points. A rise of 4 basis points at 1.55 for the U.S. 10-year. 2.03 for the U.S. 30-year, and it's rising 2 basis points today. Get the biggest rise, looks like around the 3-year at 4.9 basis points. On the 3-year at 1.35. So that's Treasuries. Let's take a look now at the U.S. dollar index. U.S. dollar index today is 97.83 and rising. I'll tell you what, guys. This morning I did my show, and sometimes my computer will like give a glitch or whatever, and it'll turn everything off in the middle of the show, and I have to do the show all over again. And most times it does that about a minute in or 30 seconds in, so it's no big deal. This time it waited until I almost had my show completed. I was around the 10-minute mark, and all of a sudden, blip, the computer blipped on me and burped on me. And I had to do the whole thing all over again. So it's making me about 10 or 15 minutes late on getting this show out. So listen, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys on the next show. Bye-bye.